Beautiful morning in Manassas Park, Virginia. Sitting up, having some coffee, trying to figure out what to do today. Do I want to cut the grass? No. Let's see. Do I want to clean the garage? No. So, what am I going to do? The smoker. I think I'll smoke some ribs. Stick around, we'll be back. Okay, for our ribs today, we started with just some basic rubs. What I have here is a Memphis style barbecue seasoning, and I have a Grill Mates Applewood rub. So I started with those as my base, and what I did was I added a few other ingredients to kind of tweak it to the taste I was trying to achieve. So for the Memphis style, I wanted it to be a little spicy, so I added a little bit of chili powder, some garlic powder, a little bit of smoked paprika, and some crushed red pepper, just a little bit. And for the Applewood, I added just a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of smoked paprika, and a little bit of salt. The ribs were frozen, so I had to thaw them out overnight, so I let them soak in a mixture of apple cider vinegar and water. My mom used to do that with her ribs. She used to clean them and then let them soak in the vinegar, and just add a nice taste to them. For my sauce, I started with basic sauce. I used a Kraft honey sauce barbecue, and again I added a few things to it. A little bit of molasses I put in there. I put a little bit of brown sugar, and a few of the other spices and seasonings. I threw a few of those in there, but I mainly was going for the sweet taste with this one. For this one, I started with Sweet Baby Ray's, sweet and spicy. And this one I wanted to have a little kick, so I threw a little bit of hot stuff in there, some chili powder, some garlic powder, some hot crushed peppers, crushed red peppers. I threw just whatever was hot, I threw it in there. So this is going to be the hot sauce. I tasted it, it's pretty tangy. Harriet said it wasn't overpowering hot, so I'll go with that. And this one wasn't too sweet, it just had a real nice honey sweetness to it. So we're going to leave this one as is. These are the ribs after they have been rubbed. So this one is the Applewood rub on this side, and on this side, this is the Memphis style rub, and it's got the spices and seasoning in it. So we're going to get ready. We're going to go fire up the smoker. We're going to let it heat up for a while. Throw these in at 225, and we're going to go for about 6 hours with these and see how they go. These little pieces here are the skirt or the flaps off of the ribs, and after 2 hours these should be cooked up and give me a good idea of how these are going to turn out. So stick around, we'll be back. Okay, so we got the meat in the smoker. We're going to throw a little bit of hickory wood in there today. We got the temperature set for 225 and the timer set for 6.5 hours. We'll check it a little before then. We'll check it after about 5 hours, see how it's looking. So that's about it for now. So we're just going to sit here and watch this for the next couple hours to make sure that the temperature is right. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we'll see you in a little bit. Sam, getting impatient? Sit down. Give me a fork. Good girl. Okay, so we're about an hour into this, a little over an hour, maybe an hour 15 minutes, and the meat has reached an internal temperature of 129. We have the set temp for 180, so when we get to 180 we know the internal temperature of the meat is about where we want it. So it's slow cooking. We don't want it to cook too fast. Several more hours to go, but we got some good hickory smoke coming out. You can smell it. It really smells pretty good. The hickory. That Sam's sniffing around. She's wondering what's going on. Maybe we can chop her up later and see what Cocker Spaniel tastes like. Nah, we won't do that, Sam. You're safe. You're good. But smoker's set for 225. It's got 5 hours 51 minutes left to go according to the smoker timer. And our remote probe is at 131. Actually, the remote is at 129, and the probe that is connected to the meat, we just went to 132 on the remote. The probe that's in the meat, no, it's at 132. So the temperature's rising. They're both in sync. And that's a good thing. So this Maverick is a pretty good tool. Again, it's a remote thermometer. It has two probes, so you can check the internal temperature of two different meats at one time. Highly recommend it. It doesn't have to be the Maverick, but you need a thermometer to check the temperature of your meat, because that's what you're going for, the internal temperature. And it's all a hit and miss. You know, you got to play with it until you get it right. And once you know you got it right, if you want to be a cowboy and you want to kind of do things, whereas you know you can just set a time, set a temperature, and go at it, and that's cool too. But so we're looking pretty good now. This is a lot of hard work. I am so exhausted. Let's see. So I'm gonna go and continue to monitor this. We'll check back a little bit later to see how things are going, and hopefully all this hard work will pay off. Alright, so we're a little over 3 hours into this. I opened it up to take a look and pull off those little skirt pieces to see how they were doing after about 2.5 hours. They were a little not tender. They weren't bad. You could definitely taste the rub and the smoke, and they just weren't in there long enough. But that gave me an idea of how long to keep these in, hopefully. When I opened the door, my temperature dropped. The probe temperature is now at 157. It had dropped down, of course, the internal temperature of the meat. So we're trying to bring it back up. I'm trying to get it back up to 180. So the cooking temperature is at, I don't know if we can see this. Have a little more time here. It looks like it's at about I can't really see it. I got smoke in my face. And it looks like it's at about 226. The temperature of the smoker itself. So that's not bad. We were aiming for 220 and we actually got the 226, so it's gonna probably drop a little bit later, and hopefully now that it's at 226, that'll bring the internal temperature up from 157 up to the 180 mark. We'll get it up to 180 and we'll see how she does at that point. So overall I think we're doing okay. 157. Okay, so these are the ribs that came out after actually about 7 hours. I'm gonna wrap them and rest for a while, but just to let you see how they came out. These were the ones with the Memphis rub. They were sitting closer to the bottom, so they got a little bit charred. That's what they look like. These are the ones that were sitting closer to the top, and they had the probe in. One of these had the probe in it. You can see it's still smoking, still cooking. Probably could have sat a little bit longer. This one probably could have sat a little bit less. So that was 4 racks of ribs. I was using all 4 shells. So these are the results I got. I'm going to wrap this up for a little while. I'm going to actually tent it and let it sit. But this is Smokin Ribs, round 1. See what round 2 looks like when I try them again. Okay, so I sauced up the ribs. The hot ones. These are the Memphis, and these are the Applewoods. And they came out actually better than I thought they did. Well, yeah, they came out good. Don't hide. You'll be on YouTube.
I swear, if you put me on YouTube, I'm calling Judge Judy, and you're gonna be in court. So what? What? It's a public place? It's my private place. He should be taping me.
She'll be on YouTube. Don't worry.
What?